Okay, it's rolling. Um, Good afternoon. For some of us, good morning. Miss Jalila Star, this is a video response for you. I don't even know if you even take video responses. Um, so this is going to be kind of all around universal video. Because I'll post it just on my own just in case you don't respond to it. You might be one of those people that has 1,000,001 videos and never even accept video responses. So whatever. Um, I did catch your website, the NibironCouncil.com, and there's some very interesting stories on there, especially about the history of humanity and um, the former planet Earths and what happened to them, and who the reptilians were, who the bird people were. And I'm trying to, and my mind just went blank. I'm trying to think of the four. It was the the Carnans, the reptilians, the felines, and the fourth would have been us, the humans. The Carnans made the reptilians, and the felines made us, or something like that. And some of that struck me as being very interesting because some of it sounds a little familiar with the stories of the Sumerian text talking about the Anunnaki and what their objective was. And I want to know, first of all, was those two stories tied in together with just the names mixed up? Because from what I've gathered from watching your videos, I can't even remember which one caught my attention, or which first one caught my attention. And it probably has something to do with Planet Nibiru and what was it, and who are the Nibiron people. I think was one of the first ones I watched, and I can't even remember how old that video is now. But all of them I watched rather recently, and I have wrote down a few questions for you and anybody else that wants to respond or have it any kind of insight on this kind of thing, because this is something that I always wondered about as a child when I would see certain stars and constellations throughout certain periods of the year, and it might sound silly, and some of them I haven't seen again. And whether the star supernovaed or moved or what have you. I also noticed other stars during certain times of the year in certain constellations that you can't see any other time, and that struck me as odd too growing up. Like certain constellations are known for having this amount of stars, this particular pattern, and then during certain phases you could see a little stars in there. And I'm wondering if there's something that NASA or the other people, well, I guess NASA would know, they probably just wouldn't tell the regular people, but I don't know. Let me get to my questions before I lose my train of thought real quick, because I don't want to make this video super long, because I am going to post this by itself, and I'm going to post it as a video response to you. So my first question is, when did this awakening or gathering start? Because when I went back and watched a lot of the videos that talked about the Starseed people and the Indigo people, a lot of them come a lot of them seem to have been really big around the era, around the year of 2008, 2009. It's only a few of you was you and actually one other person that I can think of off the top of my head that kept it going, who still says that they're mediums or channelers for this group of beings. And then of course I've seen the videos of people making fun of you, and this is no means a video where I'm disputing you or saying that you're wrong, because you caught my interest, and for a couple, like the reasons I stated earlier, some of it just felt right. Like it felt like it could fit in human history, or it felt like it would make a whole lot of sense. For a lot of different reasons, like, in all honesty. And me and a couple other people that I've had this conversation with, I don't believe that they, and you know what I'm talking when I say they, I don't want to get snatched out of my house right now, so I'm not going to go into details as far as each group of people, but if there was constant contact and interactions the way some people feel they are about light beings or otherworldly beings, I don't think it would be known or put out there on a public level. I think it would pretty much be like it is now. If you believe that's what you encountered, of course you're going to tell somebody. Most of the people are going to look at you like you're crazy until you can prove it to them. And that's almost kind of sad for humanity as a whole, because if what you and your website is talking about the Galactic Federation of Light, and the fact that there are light beings out there that's watching out for us as a species, if they were to come down here right now and reveal themselves, most of Earth's population would either do one or two things. They would either look for the governments to arm up and go confront them and pretty much ask them what they're doing here, blah 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 blah. Or they would be terrified and they'd run away. And I would find it amusing only if I was out of the blast radius for an army to go up to one of these light beings who's on our side and get smacked out of the way just for being that cocky, like, alright, y'all ain't the biggest motherfuckers in the galaxy, like, seriously, like, we're here to help, get out the way, let us do our job, kind of thing, you know. I'd find that hilarious, but me having the feeling that I have, I think first contact would be a mess, because somebody would shoot at them. They get irritated, and they probably would shoot back, maybe. I don't know. But I'm almost at like 10 minutes, so I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to see if I even get a response on this video, any comments on this video first, before I go in any deeper than that with it. So for everybody who subscribed to me, my few little people, and the group of friends that I have made on here and been able to have great discussions with on a lot of different topics. Thank you for watching. Feel free to comment. And I'll catch you guys later. Blessed be.